Good morning. Click like, click share. Well, it's Memorial Day, and I just had a client. They left. It was a whole hubbub with that client. His girlfriend made the reservation. She didn't tell me that she was making the reservation for him. I thought it was for her, and I asked him many times. So when I opened the door, he pops up. I didn't refuse him. I let him in, whatever. Then he came in the next day. I called her. I said, "Is he satisfied, whatever?" And she said she'll um call him or whatever. But she was arguing on the phone. She was very disrespectful, whatever. So I called the Airbnb and I'm like, "Listen, I have problems with this woman. I'm just asking her, is everything okay?" Because he came in late last night. He came in around almost 12 o'clock that night because they made a late reservation. And he came in almost 12 o'clock. So we didn't really have time to talk or anything. I showed him the room, I showed him the area, whatever. Because right now, my entrance that I'm at is locked up. So, but they have upstairs all to themselves. So I just have to use the front door. That's it. And I go check my mail, come back downstairs, whatever. Because I used to rent downstairs. So they were saying, "Oh, the ceiling is too low, blah, 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 blah." So I came downstairs, and I love it down here. So I'm renting the main floor now. So, excuse me, I'm renting the main floor right now. So anyway, like I said, he came in late or whatever. So the next morning, I called her. She was irate because she knows she's wrong. Um, but a lot of girls do that. Um, they rent for their boyfriends and then they don't tell me, but I still accept them. I don't mind, but just let me know. Or sometimes they rent for one and it's her and her boyfriend, and I tell her she has to pay for the other person, and. But anyway, he came, he was tired, I was tired, and I showed him the room. The next day I called her, I said, "Is everything okay? Does he like the room? Does he like the space? Whatever." Something was said. She started getting irate. I hung up the phone. I called Airbnb and I'm like, "Listen, I'm trying to talk to this young lady. She's cursing me out or whatever the case may be, and about the entrance. She was arguing about the entrance." I said, "Well, did you read my ad?" I said the ad said shared entrance. Anyway, I mean, I have my own entrance, but like I said, right now I'm getting the feel of renting upstairs or whatever. So I put room. Even though I put room for rent, I don't go upstairs anymore. The kitchen is there, the living room is there, the bathroom is there. I have my own bathroom down here. Everything is upstairs. I don't go upstairs. She didn't read. You understand? Then she asked me about Wi-Fi. I said, "Did you read my ad?" Once again, I said it doesn't have Wi-Fi because I pulled it out because the last time I rented to a YouTuber, I'm not going to mention her name. I mentioned it, and I gave them the Wi-Fi code, and I guess one of them was computer literate. They went in there and started downloading stuff on all my electronics to monitor what everything was going on in my thing. So I had to shut off. I was upstairs, they was downstairs. So my TV upstairs started acting funny, and it says downloading. I said downloading. I pulled everything up, and lo and behold, everything started acting crazy. They downloaded a spam app to follow me or follow whoever. So I pulled it out. I called Airbnb. The next day they left. It was six of them. And do you know, because they came for New Year's, do you know, because they came, they went to party, whatever. Do you know I had a problem collecting my money from them? Yeah, six of them, that's like $1,500 or more. And they didn't want to pay. So they came, they tried to dine and dash. And, but eventually, a year later, I got my money back. I got my money for the stay or whatever, but they didn't want to pay. So I also told Airbnb, I'm like, listen, I'm not gonna give them any codes anymore, because when I give them a code to my electronics, my TV and my Wi-Fi, they go crazy and start downloading stuff so they can follow whoever is doing they tracking people. And I don't like that. I like privacy. I want my clients to have privacy. So I informed Airbnb that those clients, what they did or whatever. So they said, thank you, duly noted. So I had to make sure all my electronics was good. It took a while. It took months and months and months. I had to call people to come in here and look at my electronics. One of them broke down. One of them broke down, wasn't working, so I had to get that fixed, blah, blah, blah. But the Airbnb eventually paid me for all that or whatever. Now, the client this weekend, he came Friday night into Saturday, and he left Sunday. So, there were some towels. I have expensive towels. And I said, don't use those towels. Here are my other towels. I bought these towels at the ones that because the expensive towels is for my spa, for the customers for the spa. And I gave them the towels that I bought at Target and Macy's and stuff like that. Because I went to Macy's, got some good towels, and I went to Target and I got some good towels. So I said, okay, they're still good towels, but the other one stretches, and when you wash it, it gets clean and everything like that. So, do you know he took my towels with him? I didn't get to know until this morning, because soon after he left, I did clean up the room. I was sanitizing everything, and then I took all the laundry and I just brought it downstairs. So I'm doing the laundry this morning, and I went to pack back the sheets and everything back in the drawer, and I noticed my towels was gone. So I had to inform Airbnb, what was going on. So, and do you know she called and asked for some of her money back? So I asked her why. She said, because when I came in, when he came in, there was garbage bags. I'm like, there was two bags. He came in 12 o'clock that night. I didn't even expect the thing. The house was clean though. There was two garbage bags. I told him that morning my son was going to pick it up, and sure enough, 8 o'clock that morning, my son came and picked up the bags. It was a bag full of papers and stuff from the previous people. Because I can't do it, and like I said, he reserved late that night. So the place was clean, but the bag was still there because my son was at work, and I can't really go out there. So anyway, it's two bags, and before he even woke up, 8 o'clock that morning, my son came, moved the bags outside. So she told him, oh, there was two garbage bags in there, and blah, 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 blah. So she didn't even mention that he took my towels. And I asked him not to. I specifically said, please don't use those towels. I have towels for you. And I gave him four towels. Four brand new towels. I gave him for four brand new Macy's towels. And I put it on his thing, and that was it. But Airbnb gave me my thing. Then she tried to put in a claim, and but anyway, that's the life of the Airbnb things. Sometimes people come to your place, they don't want to play, because I asked them, are you comfortable? Do you want to stay? I gave them plenty of opportunities to leave, because ever since that one incident about that those customers dining and dashing, meaning they used it and then didn't want to pay. The very next day when he woke up, because he came in late that night, I called his girlfriend and I called Airbnb. I said, please ask this customer if he's satisfied, does he wants to stay. And he said yes, she said yes. He looked around, blah, blah, blah. Everything was good. Fine. I left him alone. I didn't bother him. And that was it. So now I'm doing laundry and I'm packing stuff away. I noticed my towels was missing. But those are the stories of B&B. I love what I do. I love making people feel comfortable. I was tempted to raise my price just to keep certain people away, but that's who I'm trying to rent to, because sometimes a young couple or young person that really can't afford money, wants to get away, wants to have something nice, but you try to help people, and this is the kind of people you have to deal with, so you're always on the lookout. Because the kind of place I have, I'm not tooting my own horn, but I have a real nice place, and you can't get this for $100 and something. You can't get what I have for $100. You can't. But I keep my prices low, so we, minorities can, afford something nice. Because when I go on vacation, I want somewhere nice. So, I try to give that to my customer. So I'm not going to let those little things bring me down. I push on, I push on, I push on. But I just wanted to let you know that the Airbnb business is not for the faint of heart. Then they would go online and defame you because they trying to thing your money. Because she told me, she said, I want to red flag your business because you have a dirty place, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, dirty? I'm like, 2 garbage bags? The house was spick and span. I said, the house was spick and span. I asked your boyfriend the very next day, was he satisfied? He looked around, everything was fine. So how all of a sudden, I said, oh, why? Because you want your money back? I said, no, that's not going to happen. So that's why I have a strict policy. When you book with me, please be sure you want to book with me. You understand? And, if anybody's coming here to try to, do the same thing, please don't do that. Please don't waste your time. Please go somewhere else, because everybody's saying black, support black businesses. I'm a black woman, and some of the people I'm trying to help does not want to support me. But they can say what they want. I know my place is a great place. You understand? I know they trying to get their money because they say, oh, $100 a night, that's a lot. She wanted to pay me $50 a night. That's what she told the thing. I'm like, you can go pay $50 a night. There's lots of places for $50 a night. Why didn't you take that for your boyfriend? Why? Because you want a nice place. You don't want the $50 a night thing. Because I've heard stories from some of my other customers. I remember my very first Airbnb customer. She came from Canada, and she said, I've used Airbnb a lot, and every time I go to places, they have a whole bunch of rules. Or you can't come in at a certain time, or you can turn off the light. You got to do this. You got to. She said these people run their place like whatever. She said you don't have no rules. All you say is lock the door behind you, take off the light, whatever. She said I've been to places, and that was a couple of years ago. And she's the one who started telling me what I should do as an Airbnb person and what she's looking for as an Airbnb client, blah, 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 blah. And that's how I started learning. So each time somebody come, I would ask them, what do you think I need? What is wrong? What is blah, blah, blah. So until I got it down packed, I put nice things. I don't even offer certain things no more because they used to steal it. I used to have everything. I used to have coffee maker, bread maker, toaster, this, that. I used to have designer dishes. All my designer stuff, I got it. I bought regular stuff. I went to Macy's, bought regular stuff for the customer because they don't give you the incentive anymore. My place is still nice, but some of these clients that you're trying to help, they don't give you an incentive to keep certain things in the area. I'm like, okay, bring your own stuff, bring your own toiletry, because they used to come here to steal my toilet paper. I used to have stacks and stacks of toilet paper, paper towels, you know, knife and fork. I mean, I still got the forks and knives and spoons and stuff like that. But they would, you know, dig in. They would steal all my stuff, and then I would, as a house, you have to keep certain places locked. And remember, I used to rent downstairs, so I used to have to lock the boiler room and stuff. They would open the boiler. I would have it locked now. They would open the boiler room. I don't know how they open it, but they would open the boiler room, and God knows what they used to do in there. So that's one of the reasons why I stopped renting down here. Because you try to be nice, you give them rules and regulation, and they didn't want to listen. They want to disrespect. When they leave, they don't tell you. They leave the door wide open for anything and anybody to come in the house. It was too much. So one of the reasons when I did upstairs, I said, okay, I don't want the same thing to happen. So let me try it first with me sharing the door. And then, as summer goes along, I would give them their own entrance, and I'll have my own entrance, because I have an entrance down here, but I had to try it first renting upstairs, because they want to throw parties, they want to steal your stuff, they walking in, going shopping in your house, your TV might be missing by the time they sting, and they're not even saying, well, we're leaving or nothing. They would leave the door wide open. No kind of respect or nothing. No kind of respect. So I said, first I'm going to try that. And if somebody trustworthy come, I'll open my entrance and they can have their own entrance and stuff like that. But right now, you know, um, since also I'm ill, I'm just sharing the entrance. So if you want to rent, and if you don't mind me just sharing the entrance, I don't stay up there. I just share the entrance just to go in and out, or just go see get my mail in the front, if you don't mind that. And you have the whole place. You have the living room. You have your own bathroom. You have the whole kitchen to yourself. Please rent. And if you do wanna have the place for yourself, we can talk. Okay, but otherwise, I don't be upstairs anymore. Okay, it's beautiful. So I just wanted to let you know about an experience that I just had over Memorial Day weekend. He came from North Carolina to New York City. Okay, so sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but like I say, I love what I do. It keeps me busy because I'm retired. So I'm not going to give in. I'm not going to give up. But please don't come here with the intention of not paying or starting trouble. I'm not here for that. If that's what you're looking for, please go elsewhere. There's lots of places in Brooklyn. You know, please go over there. All right? Thanks.